Lordy, Lordy B. I'm here, y'all. Just waiting to see if somebody pops on. I'm my first I'm my first person. I'll give it a couple minutes. But anyway, I was just checking in with y'all. I know lighting ain't the best, but whatever. Hey, Cassandra. What's up, Cass? What's up, Fran? Hey, Lisa Lemons. Lorna. What's going on? Hey, Shanji. Hey, D's Design. What's going on? Chris, how are you? Y'all, I was just checking in with y'all. Y'all, let me tell you. I'm going to do a video later. But I just wanted to pop on right now and just say hi. Hey, America. What's up, friend? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, Al, Deborah, Nita Mae. Absolutely not, Shanji. That's the thing. I don't gamble. I don't drink. I'm never out at night. Like this girl. When I tell you this one wasn't for me. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Carol. Hey, Misha. I ain't seen you in a minute, friend. Child, this is so not for me. I just got finished walking and I wore myself out. To the point where I was down the street and I thought, oh, I should just call a lift. Yeah, I can't be doing this. Too many steps and whatnot. Hey, Terry Ann. Hey, Cozy Home. Pam. What's up, Pam? Who else is on? Hey, Selena. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm just trying to get through, child. Just trying to get through. It sure will, child. It is. Hey, empty nesting. It sure will. And the thing is, you know what? If I was here with somebody, it probably would be a different story. It probably would, you know. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Yeah. And y'all was talking about go to them, ain't it? That's the longest one. And then the stairs to go across and go up. Child, please. I can't be doing that. But y'all talking about going to some canyon. Child, could you imagine the news about the chick that came here for thrifting and decided not to and then got lost in the canyon and they wouldn't even know it until Friday when I didn't check out? No. No. I ain't going up in the canyons. Hey, India. That's something you do with your friend. Hey, Miss Mildred, how are you? Wonderfully made. Kimberly / Tammy. What is wrong with me? All right, so I think I got everybody right. Hold up, let me come back. Thank you. I got this. Oh my God, I got this at home at the Ross at home. This was like less than $10, like $7.99 or something. Hey, Carol Edwards, my English friend. All right, y'all, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Hey, Martha Watson. Who else? Hey, Marcia, how are you? Yo, I'm going to explain myself for yesterday. I know what you mean, Miss Mildred. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you when I get home. Because, like, right now, my mood is so bad, I don't need to be talking to nobody. But I promise you, I did see you got a new number. I'll call you when I get home, and we'll talk. I'm probably going to need to talk then. Yeah, I did. I went yesterday, but guess what? I got scrub. I got a little scrub, and I got some soap. That was it. And I came home, and I had a spa day in here. Came home, came back to the hotel. Yup. But I will definitely keep you in prayer, Mildred. Y'all, let's keep Mildred in prayer because she's going through something. Mildred, unless you need to talk. If you need to talk, you can call me. You know that. Oh, it looks like you did text me today. All right, I'll call you when I get done this, Mildred. I'll call you when I get done. I didn't notice it. I had my ringer off while walking down the street. I ain't want to draw no attention, y'all. Y'all, why does this place have... Yes, I got some body scrub and I got some that soap. That soap is really good. I'm gonna find a way to take that soap home. And then I had a nice quiet in here, getting my head, I put everything down, and I played a little video game, like a game, some little word, game, and that was it. No, and you know what? I decided I wasn't gonna be doing no thrifting, y'all. I don't want. When I tell you, after I brought all that stuff back from the booth and going through stuff and pulling stuff out, I looked at like I can't even live there. So I gotta get it out. Like there is no waiting. Like when I go home, I have to get it out because I was trying to sort through and all of that. But when I was getting ready to leave, I almost didn't leave, y'all. I almost said forget it and throw away the money. But then I said when I come home, I gotta get to it. I can't live like that. Like I can't. I can't live with too much stuff. It drives me bananas. I'm in too small of a space for that. You know, with my house, I had a totally different setup. Like I had space for forever to do whatever I wanted to do in there, you know? And hey, Rhonda. And did I miss anybody else? Hey, Deborah Cabasa. But yeah, no. So, and I'm going to tell y'all, this basically what I was going to say in my video is basically and I'll probably add it to this one. I'll just say it on here. Should you plan a trip to Las Vegas by yourself, when 1, you're not a gambler, 2, you're not a drinker, and 3, you're not like a partier, right? Should you come? And the answer is basically, y'all, yes and no. And if I miss you, y'all, give me a second. Mildred, I'm going to call you as soon as I get off here. I'll call you. We'll chit chat for a minute. I'm down and out too. So, child, I don't want to bring you down, but I've got to make sure y'all are all right over there. So I have to call you. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm okay where I'm at. You know what I mean? I just got to clear it out and get it back together again and get my order back together. So I'm a person of order, and that's what it is. But you have to then ask yourself, how did you allow this to happen? You know, now I'm doing 2 videos in one, so I'll do the other video later, and we'll just talk about yesterday. Because I don't want to do 2 videos in one. Because I got people that ain't just going to be coming here talking about, girl, we don't care nothing about your life. We just want to hear about the whole should we plan the trip. So I'll do that later. But anyway, hey, Joan. How are you, Joan Brown? I'm not leaving you. I just cut the name short. Hassan. I see your last name. Girl, you like, girl, I done married that man. You going to give me that name. But I just cut him short. Tell Mr. Hassan that ain't nobody trying to cut him short. Hey, look at Suzette popping on. What's up, girl? The phone start blinging. I got bling all over the phone and I seen Suzette's name. Okay, so I'm going to do this first and then I'll do a short video later to tell y'all about the pros and cons. Because there is a yes and a no. Should you plan a trip? Yes. Being a lady of my age, I'm 56, and should you plan a trip when you're not a drinker, you're not a gambler, you're not... Yes, I would say yes, and then I would say no. So, but I'm going to touch on that. But now let's go back to the whole thing with me and my issues. Thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate you, friend. I care about all of you guys. And that's why I knew... Raymond, how are you? That's why I knew I had to come back and talk to y'all. Because yesterday I left off in a pit of fall on the bed. And I laid in the bed. I shut the blinds and the curtains. I cut off all the lights. I laid there for about 2 hours. And then I got up and said, let me just pamper myself. And I did the full body scrub with that scrub. Oh, I felt so good. And when I got in the bed, I felt a lot better. But, bless you, friend. Raymond is on. Life Lounge with Epps. Hey, friend. How are you? Welcome. I don't know if you've ever been on. You changed your name. Welcome, welcome. We ain't nothing but a whole bunch of ladies here. And gentlemen. I said ladies. Ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple men on with us. That just like to chit-chat and have a lot of fun. I will, Lisa. Thank you. I will definitely look into it. I went through a lot of them and I did heart them and read them, and that's why I wanted to touch base on it. I said, let me come back because y'all are thinking. So anyway, when I said go back to New Jersey, it's because sometimes, hey, Cynthia. Yeah, I'm going to do it again tonight. You know I am. So, and then, my birthday's coming, so I'll be a year older in February, right? So I just say, okay, somebody else asked in the comments, and I didn't get a chance to answer all the comments. I just hearted them, y'all, because I just didn't want to go back down that road. I didn't want to roll back down that sad roll, because I woke up at 5:30. That's how early I went to sleep last night. So, and I started checking the messages. So, if I miss you guys, I'm just on here trying to, hey, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, what's up, friend? Yeah, so let me just get into the conversation. And it sure is, Cynthia. It's nice to see you, friend. So, wait, let me get into this and just explain. Okay, somebody left a comment that said, a lot of y'all was talking about some canyon. Y'all, could you imagine little old me getting lost in the canyon? Remember, if you've been following me long enough to be around from the jewelry. Hey, Jason, what's up, friend? If you've been following me around from the jewelry, remember I used to find them mountain saving wristbands that they say you could save yourself in the mountain with that rope, you take it apart. I was like, child, y'all can have them, because you ain't gonna catch me in no mountain. Now, I went to that one mountain, Stone Mountain in Georgia, but me and Lane was together. I'm not gonna be in no mountain by myself, or no canyon by myself, and then slip and fall, and then the deers come eat me, the deers or wherever. I'm just saying deers because they're nice. So I ain't gonna be saying no lions and whatnot. But, hey, Joe. What's up, friend? So I say all of that to say, ain't nobody going to no canyon. Y'all crazy. Ain't nobody going to no canyon. Not by myself. Not by myself. So I say that to say, being here, I came here. When I booked this trip, y'all, it was a while ago, and it was because, and then COVID came and pushed me back a little while, and then I had to reschedule it, and when I rescheduled it for October, thinking COVID would be gone. Well, here we are, it's still here. Folks running around here like COVID ain't, the only difference is you see people with masks on. Other than that, they walking around here like, hey, it is what it is. So, I had to stop at Starbucks, y'all. And I got this pink drink. Let me tell you why. My police officer instincts kicked in and was like, turn, girl, turn. And I turned and went into Starbucks because I had somebody. That's the thing about walking these streets when you're by yourself. You have to know, and you got to follow your instincts. And when somebody's walking next to you, and your instincts tell you to go, you go. And I turned in, and cost me almost $6 for this to save my life. Yo, I'm done. I said, no, I can't be doing this. So again, if you're coming here for a reason, it's a different story. So when I came here, normally my plan was I had a rental car. I was going to hit all the thrift stores. My intention was to meet up with some people and all of that. But with COVID, you really can't do that. I don't want to put anybody at risk. I've been flying. I've been through airports and all of that. I don't want to risk nobody. I haven't been tested. I've only been here for a couple days. So if I'm carrying something right now, I'm extremely careful with my mask. I'm going in somewhere. I'm coming right out. You know what I mean? And then when I get home, I got to quarantine for a minute. And if I start feeling sick like I did before, I got to go get tested, Because when I went to Georgia, I was fine the whole time I was there. Came home, was feeling sick. Remember, I was sick for about a week. So, anyway, hey, Joan. What's up, Joan Marie? Hey, Mary. Mary is here. Mary is in. Hey, Joe. Mary, you got Siri going off again. Hey, Wendy. Let me make sure I just got everybody. I think I got everybody else, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to chit-chat right now and talk, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, Gigsy. So, hey, Yvonne. Barbara Payne. So I got the rest of y'all, right? No, I didn't have it. It came back negative. I did say that on one of my videos. I didn't have it. It came back. I took the test to see if you had the antibodies, because the whole time I was sick, the doctor said, well, if you can manage it, you don't have to get tested. If you can manage, and I was able to manage it. I just felt like I had a really bad cold. You know what I mean? And I had a headache really bad. And then the cold within like 2 days. So wasn't sneezing or anything. I just had a headache and I was tired. And that lasted about a week. And then when I went in to get the they take blood for the antibody test, and it came back that yeah, they check your temperature. Oh yeah, here, I've had all of that. But you know what? That's what I realized, that the temperature doesn't mean you can not have a temperature and still have COVID. I didn't realize that, y'all. And that's a safety precaution, but it's not a guarantee. So I didn't want to be here and then have a meetup and be like, hey, y'all, and and I'm passing out something, and I go back to Texas and somebody's here sick. So, hey, Roxby, what's up, friend? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, Linda. I ain't seen you in a minute, Rox. My Philly girl. I haven't talked to her. I have not talked to Tammy, y'all. I have not talked to her. Oh God, I want to say it might have been June or maybe early July is the last time I talked. Now, I don't even think I talked to her in July. Nope, I have not talked to her. So, I mean, I'm happy for her that she's busy with her life and that things are going on. So I don't put pressure. When she was in a situation where she needed somebody, I'm glad to be there for you. But, I'm sure her life is full now, and I'm happy for her. And one day, if she wants to talk, she'll call me. You know what I mean? But I don't want to bother her because, one, with work, she had got really busy. That's why I hadn't talked to her in a while. She had got really busy since COVID with work. And we very rarely had talked then. I'm going to say since like February, March. Like, I didn't talk to her much. Maybe once every 2 weeks or something. And then by the time the end of June came, we chatted. We had a long conversation one day, maybe about an hour, about 45 minutes while I was driving one day. And then after that, I haven't talked to her at all. And it was she's cool with me. And I'm sure, we're good. But it's just, life goes on, and, I'm happy for her. I'm really happy for her. And I don't want to bother her. Oh, I love you back. Hey, Laura, how are you? Let me make sure I can get it. Hey, Andrea. Did I miss anybody else? Hey, Kel, what's up, Kel? Kel was supposed to be here with me, too, y'all. Last week, Kel called me talking about, girl, I might come. And then let me tell y'all. I called her. I said, girl, you a fool. I looked at the flights, trying to get a flight a couple days in advance. It was like $900 coming here. I said, no, honey. We can't be doing that. But that's good, Rox. How's everything in Philly? Karen, I just saw your email. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but I glanced when I came back in the room. I glanced through my email to see if I had anything going on. I'm going to get to your email and I'll read it. That's how I just noticed that Mildred called me too. Thank you for emailing me, Karen. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on the whole coming here by yourself thing. Yo, I'm here. It is now what time? 12:30. I stopped. Look, I'm having a party tonight in the room. Yeah. Yesterday, and I got another party. Look, y'all. Yes, I have diabetes. I don't care. I'm depressed. I'm eating it. Hey, what's up, Terry Ann? I know, yeah, and that's the thing. I don't want her to feel any pressure, to feel like she needs to come back, because if she's happy doing her, that's what's best, because she needed it. She really did. Oh, you're sick now? Oh, girl, relax. Blood pressure. Girl, get that together. I do. And that's why I said, let me come on, because I saw all you guys were so... And, I like, when I'm feeling like that, y'all, I just... Okay, Joe, I didn't see an email from you. You know what? It might have went in spam, and I delete it every day. Send me an email. What was it? Send me an email, Joe. Just send it today. And I'll look before I delete anything. I'll look to see if I see your name. Did I answer you back? Somebody emailed me about the holidays, and I emailed back. I don't know. So sometimes, when people go through new things in their life, sometimes they just disconnect from other things. And it's not nothing wrong with it, Carol. It's just, you know, it is what it is. That's why we got to remember sometimes with YouTube, you meet people, and sometimes they're your friend for the moment until things get better for them. And it's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're in a place where you're, you know, our age and your life takes a turn for the better. You know, I'm not that type of person. So I'm not saying that, you know, you're wrong for feeling the way you are. I'm not that type. But there are people, and it's nothing wrong with that. I say be your true, authentic self, you know? Oh wow! I seen that you were here last week. I met, and I didn't even leave a comment. I was going through it, y'all, last week. But I seen you were here last week. That's right. I meant to say that to you, girl. Wait, and I just take this. The ticket only cost me $74 round trip. No, no slots, Connie. How are you? No slots. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, y'all. Monument Mom, how are you? You're new to the lives. Thanks, Kel. Yeah, I know. You know, the thing is, yeah. So I knew she had got busy because, like I said, I'm gonna say since February, I hadn't really talked to her a lot. So she got. I mean, yeah, because she was going through some things, and then COVID kicked in, and she was working. So I didn't really. It's not a big thing, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not. Sometimes people are around, and sometimes they're not. It's not a big thing. Y'all, don't be mad at her. Yeah, don't be mad at her. She's doing, you know, she's being herself. And that's what matters. Girl, yesterday I was about over it. And I still am. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Hey, Colette. Child, I need to be funny. I need to laugh to keep from crying. But, you know, and I take that, and, you know, and I say this, and that's why I had to come on. Yeah, that was not bad. So that's why I was like, but the thing is, then I had paid for my luggage, a bag, and then I chose a seat. So altogether, but I did that at a later date. Altogether, I spent $172 coming here round trip with a check bag and my seat of choice, right? With Frontier. Now I like Southwest, but Southwest couldn't beat Frontier for that price. Hey, Laura. Love you back, friend. I think I went up. Sorry, Laura. Laura, I know I already spoke. I was going to say I already spoke to Laura. My thing went all the way up. Okay, wait a minute. I got to catch up on so many people's videos. Y'all had a whole Mad Hatter's Tea Party yesterday. I think I looked at Kel's and maybe one other one, and then I fell asleep. But I promise y'all I'm getting on it. Exactly, Terry Ann. Me too. Play for you. We can split it, child. I don't play. That's the thing. I don't know how to. And so it was funny that I woke up this morning and I have this lip gloss, y'all. I mean, it's not lip gloss. It's like a chapstick. It's called, what is it called? Let me get it. I'm going to show y'all. It's right here in my bag. I'm going to get it. I got this. And y'all going to say, you're nasty. I know you are. You're going to go ahead and talk about me. And it's okay. Is it in here? I think it is in this one. Because I got my other bag too. Oh, and guess what else I did? I got more carbs. I got the pumpkin spice muffin. Yeah. And then I had to get water while I was out. And I didn't even drink none. I put you know those packs you pour in it? The pack of water, flavored water thing. I never even drank it. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm going to show y'all because y'all going to say, you're nasty. You need to get your life together. I don't know where it is, y'all. I think it's in my other, I didn't take it out with me today. I think it's in my bag that I carry on the airplane. Remember this, y'all, when I thrifted this? The Burberry comes in handy. Here. Look at that. This is by Burberry. And I thrifted it. It's like a shopping bag. And I got all my stuff in here. And I can throw it up on my shoulder. And I think I paid, what, a couple dollars? Like $2, $3 for that? Okay, let me catch up. So, but anyway, I'm going to tell you all about this stuff. Yeah, I got to get my life together with these videos and get caught up. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Cal, be careful. I hear you, but you know what, Monument Mom? Just put one up every now and then just to keep yourself going and keep yourself into it and take your time. And that's it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do have to step away. Oh, but wait a minute, Connie. This is the funny thing. Wait 1 second. Yeah, just relax. So I have this stuff. It's called what is the name of it, y'all? It's the yellow thing. Oh, I can't think of it. It's in there in the closet in there. But anyway, my son used to use Carmax. He used to use this every day. He always had the little round thing with him, and he always had it on his lips. Always. Well, when he passed away, it was left. He had it in the car. It was a brand new one that he might have used a couple times. Just had a little indentation in the top. Now he passed away July 1st, 2006. I still have it. I use it every now and then. And yes, I am nasty because it's probably rotten. But today, I took a little bit and I put it on my lip and I said, come on, Jazz, get your mama's mood together. And I went out for the walk and I was like, I felt better. That's why I said, let me come on and talk to y'all. And, yeah, you like the bag, Colette? Yep, I got that. I want to say it was like $1, $2, something like that. It was real cheap. It's in one of my hauls from, oh, God, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, ain't that cute? Yep. Nice. It's like a, just like a shopping bag. And here's the Burberry. Y'all can see it. And then the little tag here. Made in Italy tag here. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. And it's easy to wipe out, so it's good for travel. It's easy to wipe because it's almost like a vinyl on the inside. I like it a lot. But, yeah. Oh, hold up. Let me get back to y'all. All right. It sure don't. I love that thing. And that's a light pink. That's the pink one. Remember when they had the pink one out? And it has like a greenish, olivey, brownish, and light blue and white stripe going through it. When they came out with this, they had the whole pink. I forget what it's called. It's pink. And then the little leather straps here. Really nice. I mean, the person clearly did not use it. Look, the straps are in such good condition. And I take this normally when I'm traveling so I can throw this in my luggage. And then when I get here, I can carry my big giant bag on the plane. And then I'll throw my necessities in this and carry it wherever I'm going. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Hey, Mai. Maya's on? Wow. I ain't seen you in a minute, friend. I haven't seen you in a minute. Y'all still have not done my nails. Now, that's how you know I'm not in the best of mood. You notice there's been a couple of months I have not been keeping my nails done. That's when you could always tell my mood ain't right. Oh, you did? What? Oh, thank God you went back to work, friend. I mean, well, half thank God. I know you really wanted your time, but don't nobody want to be out for too long because it's hard to get back into it. So, yeah, y'all. That's it. That's it. I got to get to everybody's, oh, it doesn't expire? I didn't know because I know it does have a little, a little tinge to it of a smell. But guess what? I'm sorry. I just can't get rid of it. I will have it. If I live for another 30 years, I'm going to have it. So, yeah. I know, and that's the thing, y'all. I don't even have the desire. I did look up, like, it's one It's a Goodwill, like 2 point something miles, 2.2 miles. And then the Savers is not far. So I started to call Lyft and go there, but I was like, what are you going there for? I don't want anything out of there. I don't want to bring anything home. I can't. If I would have cleared out everything and been back to normal before I left, but the mood had me to the point where I didn't have the physical energy. I do now, I tell you that. Good, thank you, thank you, thank you, because I'm keeping it. Thank you, Sugar. I'm calling you Sugar. That's your name. That's her name, y'all, Sugar. Thank you, Jane. I'm trying. I'm telling you, it was that CarMax that boosted my spirits today. When I put it on this morning, I was like, I got to go out here and take a walk. I can't just sit in this room again today. So I got up, I got dressed. I just threw on a stupid little t-shirt and some jean shorts. Look, I didn't even show y'all what I had on today. Some jean shorts. Oops, back into the table. Some jean shorts and a t-shirt. That's how I'm feeling, y'all. I didn't even get dressed. And I just took a walk down to, but I went the other way. And so anyway, what I was going to do, thank you, Mai, I appreciate it. Hey, Christina. I went to go to the water light show, right? It's not going on right now. The water is down, ain't nothing dancing in the streets. And then I started to go sign up to go to the Eiffel Tower. And I should have done it. I just didn't feel like standing there in line. I should have did it for tomorrow because it doesn't start until 4 o'clock. And I wasn't going to be down that way waiting until 4 o'clock. You see, I tell you, it ain't even 1 o'clock here yet. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to go and then I'll take the camera and I'll get some footage of it up there. And I hope that the water show is back. The lights and the water and everything down there. Yeah, and that's the thing. Hey, Will, what you doing with a different YouTube? Oh, it's your little private sneak YouTube? I know how that is, Will. I know how that is. And you know what? I got one out here, y'all. If you ever look up Joan Brody, and there's another one, and it don't have a picture, but there's a video called Nyla Recites Langston Hughes, the Crystal Stair. Well, that I used to have a YouTube video that I used to, look at stuff, but I never put anything up except for that one video of my little fake granddaughter. Remember I told y'all I had a granddaughter, my son's daughter. Then about 4 years after he passed away, I found out she wasn't his. Yeah, so I call her my fake granddaughter. And she was at my house one day, and she was reciting Langston Hughes, the Crystal Stair. And that is up on that video. I mean, that's up on that channel. Well, there's no way. You were hacked? No. You can get it fixed. No. You can't quit, Will. Will, inbox me on Facebook or either email me. Oh, I did when I first got here, Yvonne. I cleaned everything when I first got here. The first video, you'll see I had wiped everything down, cleaned everything in here. Well, I didn't show that part, but I just showed where I had cleaned the table and, and my food was sitting there. I had said it, though. As soon as I come in, I took care of everything, honey. I stopped right at the Walgreens. I got me some spray. The Walgreens is right here when you first come in the door. I got some spray. I sprayed the bed. I pulled everything back, sprayed it, remade it. I sprayed everything. I went in the bathroom, cleaned everything. Sprayed the shower floor. I did all of that. Child, don't play that. Well, no. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I can't believe that. No. You was doing too good with your channel. Wow, no. Your channel was doing too good. What? You just uploaded a couple days ago. Yeah, you know what? When I get home, no, this is going out the door. One way or the other, it is going out the door. It's going to somebody. I'm not trying to wait and sell it. Whoever could pick it up the fastest, they can pick it up. Like I got a couple calls into a couple places, and they're gonna come. I got a couple people coming to pick up some stuff, but yeah, I gotta go. Oh, to buy some. Oh yeah, I got everything here that I need. I got all kind of sanitizer, wipes. I got everything. This is not my first trip during COVID, Yvonne. I just came back from Georgia, and August, I was there for what, like 14 days? 15, no, 17 days? Uh, Something. I came back, yeah, the first couple weeks of July. Hey, Miss Purple. Yeah, one of the calls I have in is for a women's shelter for clothes and shoes and stuff. Oh, that one, you know what? Last time I was here, I saw that. I actually have some video footage of it and never put a video up. Yep, I think I actually deleted those videos because I never put the video up, so I deleted it. Yeah, I'm not going down there. I ain't going down there. But I'm talking about the water and the lights up here for right up on the strip. That's the one I went to go see today. The one that when I was here with the mechanical big old dinosaurs and all them monsters and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I saw that. I stayed right down there last time. When I stayed down there at the El Cortez, and when I tell you, y'all, do y'all remember when I stayed at the El Cortez? And I thought somebody was going to kill, and I had to get my room changed because I was like, I did not sign up for this. Because they had me over in that tower, and then they moved me back over to the other side. It still was not the best. You remember, that was an uncomfortable stay for there. So that's why I said just going to book on the strip this time. Hey, MacD, how are you, friend? I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to pop on and tell y'all I'm good. Like I said, it's just, every now and then you go through something and I'm in the middle of it. And when I said about going home, it's like, when I moved to Texas, I thought, okay, well, God's moving me here and something will come about. But it's like I'm still saying, all right, go ahead. What? What was it about? What was the move about, God? You ain't doing nothing. Y'all, and it's like June made 6 years. So by the time December gets here, the end of December, it's going to be 6.5 years. And next June will be 7. And it's like, girl, what you going to do? So that's why I'm like, and it's still no connection. I made no roots. Like I am not playing. I'm still in the little flower pot. I ain't set in the ground yet. And so I say that to say, Georgia sounds good too, but when you're going through something like this, it's funny because my brother, I didn't even know my brother watched my videos, but yesterday my brother called me, right? Not necessarily, I don't want to move again, but if I have to get rid of some of the things I'm going through, because then you got to ask yourself, why'd you allow this to happen? And when I say that, I found myself buried in, now I don't want y'all to think I'm like hoarder. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's just that I brought my stuff from the booth and I just saw stuff and I was like, why do I have this? Right? And then I keep going out and buying more. So then the person I am, because I went through therapy, I went through 18 months. When my son had been gone for 3 years, I found myself, I did a video, and I found myself so angry, y'all. And if I'm missing your comment, y'all, I will be back. I will get to it. But let me just say this. I did 18 months of therapy. And I say did like I was in prison. Like, you know how they be like, I did 18 months in the pen. Right now, I did 18 months in therapy. I was lucky enough to find a spiritual therapist who walked me spiritually through my anger and the processing the death of my son. I understand that he's gone. I don't look for questions on it. The one thing I do know is that everybody has a timestamp, an enter and an exit. Everybody in the world. Why God blessed me with someone who had such an early timestamp, I don't know. But I tell you what, I wouldn't trade those 22 years to save my life. Because he brought more joy in my life in those 22 years than I could have gotten. You know what I mean? So, hey, Glenda. If I missed anybody else, y'all, hey, J-Cat. Just let me get this out, and then I'll say that. So, when I did that, the one thing that I did grasp out of all of that was that God gives us these children. He blesses us with these children, but they're not ours. They are not our possessions. We are there to guide them and to mold them into being on the path that God put us on, right? And they have their own path. We don't all stick on the same path our own whole life. You know, we come in as a family unit, a mom and a dad and the children. And this mom and dad comes and they mold the children and they teach them right from wrong and they instill morals and they put the fear of God in them. And they say, now you find out your path. Okay? And then they turn 18 in the eyes of the law, but technically that don't never happen. And they go off. So no, most of the time they ain't 18 and they run it off. Because if they do, they run it right back when they see how hard life is. But when it's time for them to go on and do what they do in the future, you don't have no control over that. Like, you just have to know that what I instilled in them as children, they're going to take those values with them and they're going to go on about their life and they're going to live on those principles. And that's why I think it's so important for people to understand teaching your children about spirituality. And I'm not saying, y'all know I believe in God. I saw somebody say that people who believe in have had any type of connection with their spiritual side don't believe in God. That's not true. God is spirit. Okay, so how do you believe in spirituality and you don't believe in God? Because God is spirit. Okay, so anyway, when you instill it as young children in them, they understand as they grow up. Like my granddaughter, I didn't do it as much with my children, and I knew that they were going to be on the path, and I knew that they would be okay. But with my granddaughter, because things had changed in her upbringing, she right now will tell you, she'll meditate and she'll tell you all about her spiritual side and her connection and her higher self, and she's pretty good. She's on a right path. She's doing excellent. Y'all, she started her sophomore year at college. I swear, where's time going? But anyway, I go back to that to say, through all of that, I came through with that, seeing it in a spiritual light, not a human light. And I realized, oh, I got this this straw sticking out in the way. And I realized then that if I look at it in a spiritual way, I don't mourn that way anymore. I miss him. I love him with all my heart. I truly know that he's with me in time of need. I truly do. I know that. I believe that with all my heart and soul. I believe it. So, but I don't mourn it like I used to. I don't question God. I'm not mad at God anymore. Like, I'm over that part. That's never going to get me down and out. When I'm in a down state, the only thing that brings me out of it is knowing that he has my back. That he got, like I said, I got up this morning and put that gloss on and said, come on and get your mom out of this mood. You know what I mean? I talk to him like he's right here. So I say that to say, so I always say I never go anywhere by myself because I take him with me everywhere I go. But yeah, so that part I wanted to answer because I saw that in a couple of the comments. You guys are so sweet. I'm telling you, some of the y'all had me about in tears with those comments, and so that's why I couldn't even answer them. Because I said if I get to answering these comments, I'm gonna be back in that mood crying again. Y'all are a mess. But anyway. Yes, indeed, Miss Yvonne. Yes, indeed. Because that's the thing. Like, we have to understand when we let our children go, they're going to go. Whether they go and fly and they become the president of the United States, or they, become a secretary for RCA Victor. Is that even around anymore? I mean, whatever this child become a phys ed teacher, they become a spiritual leader, whatever they do in their life, it's their path. It's not yours. You can't say, well, no, that's not how my feelings. Spiritually, I'm feeling that you should be going out here and working at Pathmart. Pathmart ain't even around anymore. I'm so old-fashioned right now. But you can't do that. You got to let them be them. You know, and just like I'm going to touch on the whole thing with, and, you know, I haven't had to experience this with my children. But I will say, for parents, when they find out their children might be gay or something, because that's really big right now. In my day, it wasn't a good thing to do that. In my day, it wasn't. And that's why I'm glad I never had the feelings, because could you imagine being gay, not being gay? Now, not being gay, not at all, right? But you know what? I'm just going to piss my mom and dad off, and I'm going to go out here and get me a girlfriend and be gay. No, people don't do that. You got to feel it from the pit of your soul to be able to know. Now, y'all know some of y'all are going to disagree. I'm not asking you to agree with me on this. I'm saying this is the way I had to look at life to be able to accept the fact that my son is not here. You see what I'm saying? So you may not agree, and I understand that. Some people's religion is a controlled thing. And I'm not saying that you're being controlled. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a controlled, like there's rules and regulations in religion that will kind of guide you to believe that you have to believe what everybody else believes and not have your own way of thinking about it. You know what I mean? And because I was there. Trust me, I'm Christian. Trust me, I know. Like you, and I'm still Christian, but I also know that God is a forgiving God, and God also doesn't make mistakes. God ain't gonna make no man out here wanting another man, and oops, messed that one up. You see that, Jesus? I must have been drinking last night. No, God ain't make no mistake. God put them on a difficult path. God chose those men to go on a difficult path to be in these streets because they take torture and torment, and I mean the lives they have to live to be them. Nobody wouldn't want that, y'all. Don't nobody, hey Sandra, nobody wants that. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, hey Lane, what's up, friend? So I say that to say, these are some of the things that the spiritual therapist rather, because she was a therapist. And it was funny because with my insurance, she was like, look, I got to bill your insurance for therapy. But I'm looking at you, I'm feeling your vibe. I think we could do something. I think I could work with you here. But as far as the insurance company is concerned, we're doing regular therapy, okay? I said, yeah. She said, all right, now come on, let's talk. So, y'all, I went 18 months. This chick became a friend of mine because that's how open I got with her. So I say that to say the torture that some people have to go through, God don't make a mistake. God ain't sitting up there in heaven saying, well, I'm just going to roll the dice on this one. Yeah, I'm giving them a son. Yeah, that man been wanting a son for a long time. They've been trying. They went through IVF, and I'm going to roll the dice. Let's see what we get. Ah, dang. He going to be gay. You know what I mean? God's not doing that. God's saying, these people are loving people. They went as far as to go IVF. I can give them this job to rear this kid up with the feelings that he's going to have and the lifestyle that he's going to live, that they're going to love him like no other. And they're going to help guide him through life. That's what God says. See? So anyway, y'all know I get to preaching on lives. That's why I don't like doing it no more. So, yes. And you know what? You know what, Yvonne? That is so their path, and yours is still here. You know, and I said this before too, y'all. And I'm gonna go back through these comments because I'm sure I'm missing some. And y'all, I don't want to miss nobody's comment. But exactly, Will, yeah. So I say, and you know, some people, but I don't like to take nobody's religion and make light of it either. Hey, Mary Johnson, what's up, friend? I don't like to take nobody's religion and make light of it because when you believe that, I'm all for you. Y'all know I don't do that. If you believe that that God is a head of lettuce and that head of lettuce sits on your throne every day on this little table you have and you go sit down and you pray to the head, that's on you. I don't believe it. I ain't into that like that. But who am I to knock you? As long as you're praying to something, I mean, I'm having hope for you. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't knock nobody for it. I may not agree with you, just like you may not agree with me, but don't knock me for my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, Lane is on here. I was just talking about when we went to Stone Mountain. Exactly, Lane, but that's exactly, and we had this conversation. You know that. Yep, you learned. We had that conversation, Lane. So yes, we definitely had that conversation. But their path is their path. It's not. We can make all the plans for our kids we want, but once they're grown, they're gonna do what's right for them. And then my thing is this: when you embrace them, they go on to be success. When you put them down and when you don't accept their lifestyle, they're going to be drug addicts and go into lifestyles that's just, I mean, not all, because some just branch off and go move to a different state and they live their life because they're strong enough. But some really yearn and crave their parents' acceptance, and they just like, I gotta self-medicate, you know? So I said, it's hard. I don't know. I thank God that I think at this point in my life, I could accept it. When my kids were younger, I don't know that I could have. I don't know that I could have. Yeah, I just don't know. So yeah, but back to Yvonne, I say that to say, I said all of that because, girl, all of that was on you. And exactly, Lane. Yes, and let me tell y'all, this child is Lane's light and shining armor. Okay, this thing, everything about this child is Lane's life, okay? So, and Sandra Turner, y'all, is Lane. She's my friend, y'all. She's my best friend, and she's in Georgia. A lot of y'all know who she is. But her daughter is doing so good. What is she, in her third year of college now, Lane? She's doing really good. She waited till late in life to have a kid. She was in her 30s when she first had a kid. So her daughter's still in college. And but Lane's life is about this girl. And so she loves her to death. And the thing is, Lane had to accept her choices in life. And she's happy. And that's what I love about their relationship is that she's happy. Her daughter is, I'm not going to call her name out on the live, but I'll just call her Cece. I'm going to make up a name for her. Cece is extremely happy in life. She is a happy, well-rounded child that I know can go on and make decisions in her life, and we don't have to worry about seeing her in the gutter somewhere because her pain in her heart. Because Lane keeps her self-esteem so high growing up, regardless of her choices, that this child is extremely happy. She's doing excellent in school, and her choice is different than Lane Lane and her ex-husband might have ever wanted, but it is what it is. You see? So that's exactly, you came on right at the perfect time, Lane. You came on right at the perfect time because that's yeah. So, okay, Yvonne, when all the people in your life, when all of that, it's hard, it's easy to just, like, God is the enemy. You hear me? The enemy. Like, why on earth is he torturing me like this? When all along, and I said that when I said this about me, all along, you're on your own path, right? You're on your path. You were born, you came in this world by yourself, unless you got a twin, and still, you got two totally different bodies. Your spirits are two totally different bodies, which means you guys anybody that got a body got a path because you're on your own, okay? But my point is to say this. When we stop and we wallow in somebody else's, when they passed or when they mess up, or you get these mothers who, like my mom did for years with my brother. My brother was on drugs and he was strung out, and my mother would stop anything in her life to worry about my brother. You miss years of your life. I got 3 years of my life that I'm still trying to make up for the first 3 years my son was gone, and I hated God. I hated everything about religion. I hated everything about, I had no connection with God. I didn't want it because God, why would God torture me like that and take my son? Why? You know what I mean? Like, what was wrong with God? Again, I had to go through and accept the fact that it wasn't about me, it was about my son. And again, I always say, unless you are ready, unless you completed your job on earth, you cannot die. I promise you that. How many people have tried to commit suicide and it didn't work? Because their job was not complete. So as long as you're breathing, as long as you're talking, as long as you can communicate, as long as you can walk, and even when you can't walk, if you can just blink your eyes, your job is not done. Your job isn't done. You got somebody to touch. You got somebody to, come in contact with. It might be, your job might be for October 15th, 2020. You're supposed to be at 6th and Vine, and you're supposed to walk across that street, and you're supposed to see this man who's going to ask you for 50 cents because his life really depends on his 50 cents, and you just think he's a bum, and you hand him a dollar bill and you say, oh, you know, be blessed, and you keep on walking, and you've altered the path of his life and put him back on his path with that. That might be your job that you had left, and that's why you couldn't die. It's not like people are in the people are so, what is my purpose? What is my life's purpose? I'm getting back in here, y'all. I promise I'm gonna get through these comments. What is my purpose? Oh, my purpose has to be something big. It has to be that I have to go to Paris. No, it ain't. Your purpose is love. Your purpose is to be obedient, be on purpose, be ready and willing at that moment, be prepared, and be willing to listen to God, this secret spirituality thing that people are scared of, and that's just listening to your sixth sense, which is God, and just be ready when you get that. Maybe I should give that guy money, because you know you don't always hand out money on the street, but the one time you feel like maybe I should, and you go and you give the man the money, you could alter his path. You could put him back on track for where he's supposed to be. He could be somebody that fell off. You don't know what it's about. You may never know what happened with that, but you just knew you was obedient at that moment, and you gave that man the dollar or the 50 cents or $2 or whatever he asked for, and that put him back on track. So I say that to say, yep, yes indeed, Lane. Hey, Connie, I know you know how I get the preaching, girl, and I'm going to tell you that's why I ain't want to do it. That's why I ain't want to do it. Y'all know how I do. But anyway, y'all, and the thing is, and I want you guys to know, especially a lot of you new guys, a lot of you new people, I don't want y'all to think just because I say one thing or I say another thing that I'm against something you might believe in, because I'm not. I am open to everybody. I may not practice the same way for that you do. I may not practice, you know, celebrating God the way you do, or you may not the way I am, but as long as we respect each other, then we have an open communication. We may be able to help each other one day. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think telling somebody, oh, you're going to go to hell because you don't say 3 Hail Marys after breakfast. Like, are you kidding me? You know, my mother was Catholic. My mother was Catholic, but one thing she said, and I'll never forget, I was in 3rd grade. Lane, you remember we used to catch the bus over to the church? Somebody loves you. I remember that. They used to come pick us up in the neighborhood. And it was this is how I became Christian. I made the choice. I used to go to the church with my mother, and she always had to pop me. Like, I tell you, over there in Fairview. Wow. Oh, man. See, but you know, look at God. If it's his time, then it'll happen. But if he ain't ready, if God is not ready, somebody probably got to get to him. You see what I'm saying? You just don't know the reason why. You don't know the reason why, Kim. And I swear, I will definitely keep your family in prayer, because it hurts to lose somebody. When I say this to say, oh, you could just wash your hands. No, it hurts to lose somebody. You're going to go through the mourning process. But my son passed away 14 years ago, and I had to realize that I needed to get back on Jones' track. Because I had forgot Jones' track. I set aside, I didn't do nothing God was asking me to do for 3 years. I owe God now, I'm back 3 years. I'm back taxed, right? So I've been working, trying to pass his word as much as possible to try to get back on Jones' journey. Because you got to remember, when we give up our journey for somebody else that we love, and they're gone and they did what they were supposed to do, we're losing our own time. You know what I mean? I'm hanging around here on this earth not doing what I'm supposed to do. Being mean and hateful. And it's a hurting feeling. Then you start getting pains in your body because the hate starting to eat you up. Cancer starts to forming. I ain't got time for that. I just have to accept the fact that God is all powerful, all knowing, and that God doesn't make mistakes. And I will tell you what. If God saw fit to take my son, I got to deal with that. And hopefully one day, my hope is that I will meet up with him in the spirit world. Until then, I do believe that he visits me often. And if that's the way I gotta cope, that's the way I gotta cope. You know what I mean? So whether you may not agree with it, or you may, you may say, "Oh yeah, well I do believe." You gotta find your own coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your own coping mechanism, and if something that gets you through the day, I don't think it's wrong. I don't think that's wrong, because it doesn't say it in the Bible to believe that. You know what I mean? So I think that we put too much, and I'm saying the Bible because that's what I know. I know the Bible. So I know there's other books like the Quran, and there's other different, I don't know all the different names, y'all. I ain't gonna sit up here and claim to, because I never studied all religions. I really didn't, because I was Christian and that's it. But okay, another thing. Somebody gonna be mad at me again, but I love you, girl. And I need you to just hold on here and stick with me. And don't judge me for what I'm getting ready to say, because I don't know who you are, but I know who you are. Or it could be a guy. But anyway, I say all of this to say, the Bible was written in a totally different language at a totally different time. At a totally different time when, if God said, Jesus, run over there and grab that Burberry bag off the table and put it on the bed over there. Now, if you said that 14 years ago, Burberry wasn't around. And it wasn't no beds. So there was different words used. So when the Bible was translated over and over and over and over again, there's some mishaps. Okay? And that's why I say the best Bible, yes, you want to read it and you want to study it and you want to know God's words and you want to look back on the stories and all that's in the Bible and you can learn something from them, but you also need to read the Bible that sits inside your soul, that gives you the right sixth sense. Like I said about when I had to stop and get this, because I felt like I was walking next to some strange person. It was only me and them, and somebody was right in front of us, and that person made the turn to turn in, and I made the turn because it would have just left me and that person. And the feeling inside of me said, go into Starbucks. And I did it. So that's the Bible I call in the seat of my soul. And so that, it ain't no, the beds carried through all generations. The pocketbooks carried, the Burberry carried through. If God wanted you to know something about these here goldfish, you ain't gonna find this word, these crackers in the Bible. But in your spirit, God would have been like, girl, you know Pepperidge Farm made them goldfish. You see what I'm saying? Go on in there and get you some. And see what I'm saying? So the Bible stays current inside of you. So your wording, you'll be able to understand. It's more understanding, more knowing. Where the Bible that was written by a man has translated it to their liking, to their doing. Do you really think God would have wanted slaves? Come on. Ask yourself that, girl. Ask yourself that. Do you really think God would have wanted women to be so much less than men? And no, I don't think so. I think that it was convenient at the time, like, hey, we can say this and they'll believe us and they'll do it. So I think some of that is thrown in there. I don't think all of the Bible is fake, not at all. But I don't think some of these rules and regulations, like women shouldn't wear men's clothing. I ain't never wore a pair of men's pants in my life. How about you? No, I wear women's pants. But people interpret the Bible to say you can't wear pants at all. I'm wearing some women's pants with some pleats and to make my little butt look cute. Men don't wear them. You see what I'm saying? So I say that. So now I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this. I hope you guys do. So yeah, oh my God, I know it's so many people in here. We need to have a good old prayer session. We really do. And that's what I think I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna go through these comments and I'm just gonna go in and lay in and ask, go big. I'm going big or I'm going home tonight. I'm gonna go through these comments and I'm gonna ask God for a blessing for everybody. Because I know how it feels to need one. You know what I mean? And I'm standing in here and I'm so sorry to hear that, Andrea. Wow. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Maria C. What's up, friend? Exactly. You got that right, Maria. And that's exactly what I say. It's always good. I have a Bible. I have several. But I have one that I have all highlighted through. And actually, my sister-in-law gave it to me maybe about 15 years ago, maybe even more. And my name is engraved in it. I love this Bible. And this is the one that's all highlighted and studied and everything. But also, when I know I need to turn to something that's going on in my life right now, I know I need to turn here. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's good to study and learn. But then you got to understand that people wrote this Bible. God did not roll down the pearly stairs from heaven. He didn't roll them on down or come down the escalator of life, roll down and say, hand me that brick over there, that tablet. That, you remember they used to write on brick, right? And a pen. Give me one of them etching things. And he didn't bang out those words. He put it into the same source that you have access to of these people, the books of the Bible. John and all them, Matthew and them, Matt, John, all of them, they got it just like you could get it. Yep, they did. So I say that to say, yeah, Kel, you feel better, friend. Yes, indeed. So yeah, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. You know I get on here and start acting real crazy and letting stuff roll up out of me. But I just felt like I needed to talk about it because yesterday I was a little sad. And oh, I was starting to tell y'all, I didn't even know my brother sneaks and watches my videos. So he called me yesterday. And I missed the call because I had my ringer off. Like right now, even my ringer's off. I just have to look at the phone to see if something came in. Well, anyway, I said, oh, Lord, something done happened at home. I can't take nothing else. My heart started racing because my brother does not call me. Oh, that's a shame. And we both he was like, wow, that's a shame. Yesterday, when he called me, but he had actually saw my video and he was like, are you okay? You need to come home, whatever's going on, we're here for you or whatever. But it was funny that when I saw the call, I called back all nervous, and it was about an hour, 2 hours later. And I was like, hey, what's wrong? What happened? Because the only time he calls me when something happened. That's a shame. So, but he was like, no, I just saw the video. So I say that's why I had to come on. Yeah, thank you so much, Lavender. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, Joe. What's going on? Is she sick? Wait a minute. Diane? That's different how you spell. Hey, Diane. Thank you so much. And you know what, friend? All this prayer worked. It really did. It really did work. It really did. I just had to take some time last night. And y'all, when I tell y'all I went in prayer last night, went into a deep prayer. And I think I'm going to do it again tonight. But this time I think, because yesterday I was selfishly praying for myself because I really needed to get out that state. And to say I'm completely out of it, no, I have a game plan now. I came out of prayer last night. I came out of it with a plan where I didn't have one. And that's why I think I was so anxious and so confused yesterday. And forgot, again, my access point, my direction point that, I'm keep telling y'all about. That's all you got to do is go in. And now, today, I have a plan. And I know that when I get home, what I need to do to get myself out of it. And then I need to understand that me being in Texas, and for me to find myself 6 years into Texas and being there by myself is because I ain't do what I was supposed to do yet. Now, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, but I got a plan to try to figure it out. I got a plan. That's all I can tell you. We came out of last night. And it makes me feel a lot better than to be in a situation and have a plan as opposed to be in a situation and be in fear. Right? So tonight, I think I'm going to go back into that same prayer. I put on some nice, soft meditation music, and I just bawled it out with God and was like, you got to help me. You know what I mean? You got to get me back on track. And so I think that yeah, definitely. And so maybe that's, again, while I'm stuck in this room. You know what I mean? Because, again, like I said, I'll do a video on that later on. I'm going to sit down and just talk and do a couple. It's not going to be a long video, but I want to do the pros and cons of doing this trip by yourself. And for what reason, and whether it's worth it or not, or, that type thing. I do want to do that. So, yeah, yeah, exactly, and that's why I said exactly. You know what, Tina, when the fact that my brother called me, I said I got to get on here and talk to my people because y'all probably feeling the same way. But it was, and I think my brother knows me well enough to know that I was basically in devastation. I was yesterday, and it came down on me like nothing, like a ton of bricks. Like I got up, you seen the earlier part of the video when I was laughing, talking about my pants being too big and all of that. And then I got out and I was on the street, and all of a sudden, everything that could go wrong, nothing went wrong, but it was all in my head. I just let everything go wrong in my head. Everything that was bad in my life, it just came flashing down on me. And I was like, and I turned, I couldn't even buy anything from Ross. The only thing I got was that stuff. And I was like, you don't need to buy another thing. You're a bum. Get your life in order. You run around here buying this, trying to pacify your life for what? Put that stuff back. You're not getting it. Go back to the hotel. That's how I swear. Those were the words. And by the time I got back here, I was like, oh my God, I'm a big failure. I really did. That's the thing though, y'all. And it's a perfect example of you cannot let your mind, let the mess in your mind start dictating what's in your life when you know your power within. When you know your power within, as long as, yeah, I might be a mess. My life might be a mess. I do have some things I still need to work on. I do still need to figure out why I'm pacifying my life with things. I do. I need to figure that out. However, I got a plan now. So I don't need to be hearing the failure stuff. That's in the past. Now I'm walking towards a solution. And that solution is I'm going to find myself a therapist, and I'm going to, because you can sit down and talk open and honest and not have to think about anything when you have a therapist. Now, I have friends. I have my friend Lane. I could call and burn her ear off today and get it out, okay? And she's the type that's going to listen to me and listen, and that is. But you don't want, but then again, you got to think about with your friends when you're going through something heavy. Y'all, have you ever had one of your friends call you, and by the time you hang up, you feel like they put 50-pound weights all over your body? You just are exhausted. You could barely get up. You can't make it to the refrigerator to get a bottle of water because their problems have weighed you down. And then your little bit of problems now have exploded into God knows what. Oh my God. Not only do now I have to deal with little Johnny who ran down there and busted Sarah's window, and I got to worry about paying that. Now I got this girl's husband cheating on her son running around with somebody else's wife, and this and that. And now her life's falling apart, and she ain't got no lights on at her house, and the husband that gave the money to the woman. All of this now is on you. You got to be careful what you use your friends for. Your friends are something for, your friend is, girl, let me tell you, I went to the store today. They was out of mayo. In this day and age, in 2020, you can't be putting your extra crap on people. They're full. Here you go, the water. I think I used this with you guys before too. The cup of water. Here's the thing. Oh, no, I did this with my daughter. The cup of water. If I keep, in my life, to keep my life balanced, I keep my water right here on this line. I keep my water there because I'm allowing myself a little bit of room, so if I got some little drama that comes in, I can still process it. I still got room in this cup to process it. But if I keep my water here and I let you come in and I let you fill me up to here, one little thing that comes in my life, I'm overflowing now. I can't be giving my space. I need my filter room. This is 2020. We got to keep it here. Now, see, after, in years past, we'd be able to keep our low level here. And we could afford some of our friends' mess and help them talk it through. But in this day and age with all the crap that's going on, and you don't know when you're going to lose your job, you don't know when you're going to get sick or lose somebody from this COVID, you need to keep your crap here because you need room for filter. So you can't be taken on, and I am very cautious of putting my problems on somebody else in this day and age, because one little thing extra that goes on top of it, you're watching this innocent person that just heard all your mess is now exploded, done went off the deep end in the psych ward or sitting up in jail because they went and drank themselves to death because all the problems that's wrong. Weight will weigh you down. Weight will. Yes. And so I say that to say a therapist gets paid to do this, and a therapist has a therapist. And that's what my therapist told me. She said any good therapist has a therapist because they go weigh theirs off too. All therapists see therapists because they have to, because they personally do connect with you and some people, and they will start carrying that weight. And she said she has to constantly unload and get it off her chest. And she said either sometimes she might write it down or she unloads on her therapist, and then her therapist got to go unload on another therapist. So I say that to say, be careful who you unloading on, because I know it's stressful times, but be careful. And so we are equipped. God made us with the ability to burn our own crap. We have, my grandparents used to have, back when I was a kid, they lived in Ariel, New Jersey, and they didn't have trash collection. And they had a big giant pit. We used to call it the fire pit. And it was a giant, like my grandfather could get down in there and stand and still have room over him. And he was about 6 feet, some odd inches, okay? And they would throw all the trash in. And then my aunt and uncle lived next door to him. My grandparents, my dad's oldest sister and her husband lived next door. So they would throw all their trash in. And I think they had one too, though, if I'm not mistaken. But they would throw their trash in, and then at night they would burn it. And that's how they did it. Well, our bodies are the same way. God equipped us with the ability to burn our own trash. And again, get in your bed at night, quiet. Or if you're married, you may not be able to do this because you don't be putting it on your husband when it's your crap. You took on Sarah's crap, the lady at the job, the lady at Walmart who didn't know what was going on with her son, and she was just letting it out on everybody that came to her register. You done carried everybody's crap. Your daughter that didn't do well on her test, and she came home. You had to sit down and figure that out with her, and now you're carrying that. Girl, if you got to go into a quiet space, make yourself a space in a closet somewhere. Get yourself a little God box. Burn your trash every day. And then you can keep your trash here. And then when something major comes, you can filter it out. You have enough space in your brain to be able to filter it. That was my problem. I let my stuff overflow. I haven't been clearing out my trash. And so so yesterday, and because I still got the trash, I just now have a game plan for it. You see? All right, y'all, I'm sorry. Hey, Vivian. I'm sorry if I missed anybody else. Hey, Christina. If I missed y'all, I'm so sorry. If I missed any, but I'm getting there. Exactly. But you know what? Again, child, there's an eviction procedure for anxiety. Evicted. Evicted. It is not stronger than you. Again, we are built with this plumbing inside of us that allows us to not only process toxins and whatnot in our body, but stuff, your brain, the stuff you carry, all of that is toxins in a different way. And we can get it out of us. We have the ability through prayer within us and through the power of God. You have the ability to get rid of it. And when I tell you I did that to the point where I emptied out so much last night, so I was able to wake up with an actual plan on what I was going to do and how I was going to do it and start setting stuff in motion. From here, from Vegas, I got people ready to pick up stuff on Saturday from my house. You see what I'm saying? So I just had to get the plan and get it rolling so I could see it happening. And then I would be like, okay, I can do this. I can calm down now. Hey, Jatan. Well, how are you, friend? Hey, Sharon Green. Yeah, exactly. You're a mess. Except she said her crafts. No, your crafts are your creation, girl. You get better. Keep doing them. But again, you know what? Somebody had mentioned, and I don't think it was you, Sharon, but somebody said, I never understood why you would move to Texas by yourself and not have anybody waiting there for you. Well, because, girl, I can. Really, one, you all can. And that's the thing. It took me to realize once I retired, I'm not stuck here. I don't have to stay in New Jersey. My daughter was grown. My granddaughter was darn near grown. She was about 13, 14. No, she was about 12 when I moved. But I say that to say, I decided I wanted better weather. And what was holding me there? Like, what is the rule? You don't have to, there's somebody that's always first in life. And my question was, why not me? Why not me be the first one in my family to move to Texas? I liked it. I liked the idea. I decided I would do it. I had never stepped foot in Texas before I moved here. So I say that to say there's no reason, and it wasn't like, when I retired, I just decided I'm gonna take my pension, I'm gonna live comfortable for myself, and I am going to go to a warmer climate. And that was it. It wasn't about, and the thing is, like I mentioned before, when you move after you retire and you're not working, you're not going to take a job, you don't know anybody when you go there, it's hard to meet people. It really is. But if you're the type that's going to move for a job, you're going to meet people on your job. And then you will meet people through them. And then before you know it, you'll have a whole neighborhood of people you know. You move into a neighborhood, you have kids, people who have kids. You meet parents from, play dates or from games and things like that. You will meet parents. But when you're going after you retire, oh, I got the piece of this strawberry in my mouth. I was wondering what that was. After you retire, you're going to meet people. You retire, you're not going to games. You're not going to play dates. You're not going to work. You're not going, so it's like that. That's what it's really about. Get out of here. I know. I like it. I really do like it here, Lori. I do. But again, when you're not on track for what you're supposed to be doing, you will find a hiccup in your life, and you'll think, am I not where I'm supposed to be? Am I, but no, again, you just got to find that plan, empty out your trash can, find the plan, and start working on it. Because most things in life ain't going to clear up like that. You have to work on it. You got to get it back, So, yeah. Oh, you okay? Thanks for coming back, Chris. Oh, Lord. Hey, Christine, did I speak to you? Christina? I think I did. Wow. Yeah, see, the thing is, you eventually will get used to it. Like, I've gotten used to Texas. I see Texas as home. I'm not married to Texas. I haven't grown any roots, but I like it. I do like it. Yes, and wouldn't it be, and I'm going to tell you something, if Hawaii wasn't so expensive, that might have been one of the places I looked at. But it's expensive there. Yes, and again, pastors are counselors, but pastors know how to empty their trash cans. And you ask any pastor, they'll tell you, you have to release this crap because you cannot carry it. They give it to God immediately. And see, they know the spiritual side that it's not theirs. Like, you're really not talking to them. You're talking to God. They're just a channel. Your crap is just passing right through and going right into God. They don't carry your weight. Pastors are skilled in the spiritual connection to God. They know, so when you go and sit down and you talk to them, just like you go into the Catholics, they go into the confessionals. You're not talking to the priest. He's just a channel going through. Now, of course, he's hearing it, and you're technically talking to him, but he's not carrying that every day. If he was, you believe me, he'd be sitting in that booth like this, crazy. You know what I mean? He'd be sitting in that little booth crazy with all the crap that comes in there. Yes. Okay, Connie, thanks for popping in, Connie. I've never been to San Antonio. Have you ever been there, Lavender? Okay, thanks a lot, Tuesday. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off too, y'all. But again, y'all, I hope and pray I didn't offend anybody. Like I said, y'all know when I get on here talking, I just try to speak open. And the only way I can speak is from my point of view. I don't knock anyone else's point of view. Your belief is your belief, and I am not trying to convert you into believing what I do, but I can only speak on what I believe. I don't think that one way or the other, I don't think knocking somebody for the way they believe is the right thing. I don't think that's godly at all. I don't think that is. I just think that we all believe. I am a Christian. I say that over and over again. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. However, I also believe that there is a connection that we all have the ability to use, and a lot of us don't use it for fear of what is being taught nowadays in different churches. And I think if we allow ourselves to use that outlet, we would learn how to empty this mess that we carry, and we would be able to evict anxiety and nervousness and pressure and torture and other people's issues, other people's crap. I think we would learn how to be able to evict it quick. And when it comes about and you feel it coming, you can say, not today, not up in here, bolt lock my spirit, because you ain't coming up in here, because that ain't nothing but fear. I need to find a way to find a plan and get on that plan, and then I don't have to worry about being worried and anxious and all of that kind of crap. We have that same ability that we go to our pastors for, to give it to God. God hears you. God, he got a world speaker. Just like Vegas, you can't walk down these streets without a speaker. That's why I ain't been able to vlog outside, y'all. They got speakers all up and down the streets with music playing, copyright music playing. So, and I don't want no trouble from YouTube. But anyway, y'all. Exactly, Lisa. I know, and you know what? Again, one day I'll stop. Yes, Gum. Hey, Gum. That's my other childhood friend, me, Lane, and Gum. Geraldine. Y'all remember Gum? Me, Sanja, and Geraldine used to be high school buddies. And then we all grew up, and me and Gum stayed in the city. Lane moved out eventually and moved down to Georgia. And so we were there. And yep, when we raised our kids up together. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes, get on your lane. Get in your lane, Yvonne, and get on it and start doing what you're supposed to do. Start making you happy. And the right thing, when you know you're on track, you'll find yourself having a little bit of joy. And at first, that little bit of joy will feel like, I shouldn't be feeling this because this feels good. I shouldn't be doing that. I got other things to worry about. That's what it's going to feel like, I promise you. And then eventually you will get to the point where that little joy starts busting up in you and you're like, whoa, whoa, I like that. Come on, girl, let me do that again. And then you go and the next day you feel a little bit of joy. And before you know it, you got a whole bouquet of flowers up in your chest. And you're feeling good and you're doing what you do. And that's when you find happiness in your life. And then you know you're on track. Because then you're living for God, you're open, you're a vessel, and you're willing to do his work. If it's something as little as saying good morning to somebody because you feel like you look at them and they just have this look and your eyes contact, that's God saying speak. That person might need it. That person might be on their way to commit suicide. And you say, oh, it's a beautiful day. I hope you have a wonderful day. And that might change them. I'm not saying that that's definitely going to happen. I'm saying these are the littlest things that we think that is not our purpose, but it's our purpose. Being obedient, open, and ready to do what God needs you to do. And I must say, God is never going to say, go stab that man in the blue jacket. Oh, my battery's going low. I must say, my battery's going to die. But I must say, God will never say, go stab the man in the blue jacket. God will never, ever, ever say, go blow up the building across the street. Then find yourself a therapist. Go to a hospital, check yourself in and be like, something's playing with me. Is trying to come at me as God saying, kill people. Y'all help me. Give me some medicine. Give me somebody to talk to. Because that ain't God. Okay? God is going to tell you to do the things that is humane, that is full, it's just pure love. Anything that could come out of love is what God will tell you to do. If it ain't love, it ain't God. There's other entities out here and you got to be careful and guard yourself. God is pure love and he's going to keep you on that track of love. That's when you get that good feeling in you. That's when you get that little trickle of, I made myself happy today. You're going to be like, no, I can't be doing that. I got other things. People are dependent on me. My friend needs to pour her crap out on me. My daughter needs to come and tell me all about her abusive relationships. I need all of this. You know what I mean? No, you don't need that. That's not what your purpose is. Your purpose is to stand in love, walk in love, and be in love with being open to pass love out. Okay? And that's it. That's all it is to it. Yes. Oh, it's something as little as that. But, or, mind you, it could be something big. Like God is asking you to step out on faith and go out here and purchase a home for a rooming house for people who are coming out of drug rehabs. And you're like, oh, you're asking the wrong person. Yeah, you have blessed me with $3 million from the lottery. Yes, you have. But now you asking me to go buy a house for people on a rehab? Child, I ain't doing that. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen. That $3 million will fall away from you within 6 months. And you'll be broke down in the street needing to live in that rehab. Or you will go buy the rehab and say, listen, I don't know nothing about running a rehab. I need to find your, here's where the plan comes in. I need to find some people who know about building a home for people who come out of a shelter and they need a fresh start after coming out of rehab. And then we're going to provide schooling, and you tell me what we need, we'll do it. I'm going to put up $800,000 for this. Right? Out of your $3 million, you're going to put up $1 million, say $1 million, and we're going to build this up. We're going to build up a whole program, and then we'll get funding from other people, but here's the jumpstart money. And I guarantee you, you'll have that money back within a year from God. Some kind of way, your investments on that other $2 million or something you've done will flip that money right back to you, and God, you will have used what God blessed you with in love for something that God wanted you to do, because this strange feeling came upon you, and you're like, you done lost your ever-loving mind. God, if you think I'm going to go out here and find some rehab house for these people, I ain't never been on no drugs. I ain't doing no rehab house. But God uses us because he don't come down and build the house for the people from rehab. He uses us for these things. And that's what being on purpose is. Doing the things that is in love, that's something you wouldn't have thought of. But why do you think God blessed you with the $3 million? He's like, you know what? She is so obedient. I'm going to give her this $3 million because I'm going to need her in 6 months to build that house for them people coming out of rehab. And if she don't do it, I'll take the money. I'll give it to somebody else. I'll get them to do it. But let's see if she's going to walk in purpose all the way through. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see if she realizes why she got that money. And because you pray and you stay connected and you keep emptying out your trash every night and you stay connected and you got a plan coming, you realize when something comes, okay, this is God talking to me. God wants me to do this because I don't want to do it. This man approached me about a house, about building this house. Okay, God, I'll do it. Here's the money. Let's do it. We're going to do it. Now, I ain't handing them no $3 million. I meant no $1 million. We're going to go. We're going to come up with a plan. We're going to find an architect. We're going to find, the program. We're going to get all these people in on it. We're going to build this thing up right and use this money right. And then be blessed again. But anyway, y'all, I'm running my mouth. I'm running my mouth. I'm running my mouth. So I say that to say, keep your eyes and your heart open and just be happy. Release all this crap. Evict anxiety, evict stress, evict all of that. It's not going to, you ain't going to be able to evict it overnight, just like you can't evict somebody from the property overnight. It takes time. You know what I mean? But start on it. Start with a game plan and get it up out your life, because it ain't nothing but all in your mind. If you can't control your own mind, that's when you know something's wrong and you got to fix it, right? So when anxiety and fear, just like I was yesterday, when that was coming in, taking over me and I couldn't control it, I said, oh, no. This girl has to be in charge, because I'm walking in faith, I'm walking in love, and I'm obedient. So I know that I need to be able to do this so I can get this crap off of me so I can do what I need to do. You see? So that's it. And that's where it comes from. Now, is it all gone? No. The problems are still there that I was talking about. However, I got a plan and I'm working on it, and I'm going to stand up and do it, because I know that whatever I need will fall into place, because that's what happens when you're doing what you have to do. And so I'll be, I'll have what I need. It'll be provided. It will be provided. It will. And so that's all it is to it. But anyway, y'all, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys, all of y'all that jumped on. I'm going to go back and read the comments, because y'all know, hey, Vivian. All the time, girl. All the time, God is good. Yes, indeed. Exactly. And see that, but that's what happens, and that's when you know what? It is what it is. Let them deal with God. Yvonne, let those people deal with God in their own path. Because when you do people wrong, you got to fix it. That's what karma is all about. But you can't sit and focus on what somebody else did to you, because see, in that situation, you're a victim. Victims should never carry what happens to them. We talked about this before on a live. You're a victim of something that was done to you. When something's done to you, you're a victim. When you allow it to constantly be done, you're a part of the problem. So what you do is you close it off. I can't help it. I don't need you to pay me back. I need you to go on about your business. I've closed that door, and now I am back walking in love, and everything I need will be provided for me to do God's work. If God wants me to give $1 million to somebody, he will provide me with more than that $1 million, because we're human. God ain't going to give you $1 million when he needs you to provide $1 million, because human beings are going to be like, look, God, I appreciate you, but I ain't got that much faith. I need this money because I need to pay these bills. God will provide you with more than you need, because that's how it is. Because we're humans and we live on earth. And that's it. So that's what you do. Forget all of that crap. Don't be carrying nobody else's crap. Somebody did you wrong. That's them. They did wrong. They're going to have to answer. You don't. When you get to heaven, God ain't going to be like, well, let me see. You was a victim of rape. I don't know if I'm letting you in. I know you ain't do it. I know somebody else did it to you. But you were the victim. No, God's gonna be like, come here, child. Thank you for taking on the pain so I can send that person through what they had to go through. And in their life, and they needed to be an evil, malicious person because they were choosing wrong the whole time in life. And until they made the right choice, because God loves us whether we make the right choice or the wrong choice. So he'll continue to let people keep making the wrong choice, like rape, murder, kidnap, all of that. And then he has to spare some of us good people to be victims of this. Because you got to have a victim. If you're going to commit a crime, you got to have a victim. And so when you get to heaven, he's going to say, come, child, I love you. I'm making this up. That ain't what he's going to say, but it sounds good. Come, child, I love you. Thank you for taking this. Thank you for allowing this man's purpose to go through. I love you. You go to your golden home. Sounds good, don't it? But my thing is, he ain't going to say you ain't coming in. He ain't going to say you ain't coming in. He's going to say, girl, that ain't yours. Leave them folk and let them deal with theirs. Right now, you did what you were supposed to do. I'm proud of you. I'm happy of you. You got on, you stayed on purpose. You did your thing. I blessed you to be able to be a blessing to others. Now you're here in heaven. It's time for you to relax, girl. You ain't got to go back. Deja vu. You ain't coming back. You ain't going back no more. Go on over there and sit down in the chair. Hey, Gloria, I'm always feeling good when I'm praising God, y'all. You know that. Always. It builds my spirit. It really does. But anyway, y'all, this phone's going to die on me. And I'm going to get off here. I'm going to tape a video about the whole Vegas thing. I might not put it up tonight. I'll probably put it up tomorrow. I might even add it into a little clip of something tomorrow, depending on what I'm doing. But I'll do that about the whole Vegas trip thing. Other than that, guys, we sat on here. God only knows how long we were on here. But I hope and pray that something I said touched one of you guys, if not more. And then I know that when I go through the comments, I'm going to get a whole lot of touching. And that's the good thing about these lives. When I go back through these comments and I read it, I'm like, wow, it just boosts my spirit. Like, it's so much love that comes through the comments. It boosts my spirits. And I thank you guys for that. I thank you guys so much for that. And I'm glad we could share this time, especially with me here and sitting in this hotel room. I might go out. I went to Outback and had dinner last night by myself. I did. Outback is connected to the hotel, so I went right down there. And I had a big old steak. And then the lady was like, oh, you didn't like the potato? I said, yeah, I did. I said, but honey, I have diabetes. I know that I can only eat a couple bites of the potato, the baked potato. I was able to eat the whole steak, and I had a little bit of the soup. I had French onion soup, you know, the crock thing. So I ate not even quite half of it. But I knew I had to watch my carbs, so I can only eat a couple bites of the potato. But the flavoring did it for me, you know. So, yeah, so then I'll have, find something to eat. Hey, Ordine. Y'all, if you missed it, please go back and watch this and share this video, y'all, because I think it's some good stuff in here that was said that a lot of people, especially the year 2020, a lot of people might be able to use this today. Again, this video is not about judgment of anybody's race, religion, creed, sexual orientation. It is about, it's an inclusive video of everybody. Everybody could get something out of this. You know, this is everybody's welcome. I don't care what you look like, what you walk like, what you talk like. You are welcome, and hope and pray that this video touches your heart in some way. But guys, I got to get off of here, and I will chit chat with you guys later. Thank you so much. Share this because I feel like it's some good stuff in here, y'all. Share it. Share it on your Facebook or wherever. You can even share it on YouTube. Oh, again, that's another thing. Feel free to share my videos. Please share them. Put them in your playlist, doing anything, because that helps my channel. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all. I might do it. We might come back Saturday and do it, depending on how it's Saturday, Sunday, and do another live. And we can, you know, chit-chat. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Now I can't hang up. Can't hang up on y'all.